If a square step has been installed, then it's a good idea to make a temporary wooden support for the liner. You will need to make up a timber frame and attach a strip of plastic liner lock extrusion. When all of the liner beading has been installed, a wet and dry vacuum is used to remove any shallow creases and to hold the liner in position. Insert the vacuum hose through the skimmer until the end of the hose is approximately 8 inches from the pool floor. Seal the top of the skimmer and the back of the inlet fittings with tape to prevent any suction loss when the vacuum is turned on. The top of the step unit also requires sealing. To do this, use either the liner packaging or some plastic sheeting and place over the step area and seal with tape. The vacuum, when turned on, will remove all the air from inside the pool structure and position the liner into place. Any small remaining visible creases can be smoothed out manually by brushing to one side of the pool using a long-handled soft broom. Check the corners to make sure that they are in the correct position. When you are satisfied with the finished result, the snap lock extrusion is fitted to ensure that the liner does not pull away from the aluminium coating receptor. Now you are ready to commence filling the pool. When the water level has reached the correct height, the vacuum is switched off and the vacuum hose removed. It is now time to fit the clamp plate and faceplate fittings. Start by fitting the inlet fittings first. Using a sharp knife, make a star-shaped incision. Using your fingertips, fill for the screw holes underneath the liner. Using one of the screws, puncture the liner to locate 2 of the holes. Now align the clamp plate against the marked liner and fit the remaining screws. Make sure that all of the screws are evenly tightened. Apply the directional cover plate that enables you to control the direction of the water flow. The same method of fixing applies to the underwater light and the skimmer. It's very important that you refer to your installation guide to check that the water level is at the correct height prior to fitting and cutting out any of the clamp plates. Do not be tempted to turn the underwater light on until the water level is above the light unit. It is often easier to fit the skimmer clamp plate from the outside of the pool. It is not necessary to trim the liner too close to the clamp plates, as the face plates will cover any excess liner material that is left. The step unit contains many screws, and should ideally all be tightened by hand. If a screw gun is used, insert the screws initially, but you must finish by hand tightening. When all the fittings have been applied, turn the water back on to commence filling. Stage 10. Plumbing. You will now have some spare time to run the plumbing lines back to the filtration room. It's a good idea to place a layer of building sand along trench areas to protect pipework from sharp stones, etc. You will need to refer to your manual for instructions on how to connect up your filtration plant. Make sure that all gas or electrical appliances are connected by qualified engineers. Now is also a good time to organise and take delivery of building materials that may be needed for the pool surround. Stage 11. Backfilling. The gap between the pool walls and the undisturbed ground is to be backfilled using a non-expansive material. Backfilling should ideally be done as the pool fills, as this will prevent any distortion occurring throughout the pool walls. We recommend that 40mm shingle is used and should always be placed evenly around the pool structure. Never use expansive materials such as clay, as this may distort the pool structure in the future. Stage 12. Concrete ring beam. You will need to terminate the backfill approximately 4 inches below the top of the pool panel to allow for a concrete ring beam that will support your paving surround. If you have decided to have a concrete pattern surround, you will need to adjust the height of your backfill accordingly. Your pool construction is now complete. All that's left is to add the landscaping. For this pool construction, we have decided to use the random mock York paving from Bowland Stone. As an alternative, timber decking could be used. Make sure that it has a non-slip finish to prevent accidents occurring. Now, all that's required is for you to enjoy your pool and time with your family and friends, and let the neighbours worry about the traffic jams on the way to the beach. Swim and enjoy. You deserve it. Good night.